There were also reports last week that a couple of top-tier NASCAR drivers were fined heavily by NASCAR for making what they call disparaging comments about the sport. And since there's no real secrets in NASCAR, the truth eventually comes out. We learned this week that it was Denny Hamlin was one of the drivers who was fined, as well as Ryan Newman for comments they had made. And one of the big things about Denny Hamlin that we've learned is that he made his comments on the social website Twitter. If it's a website, I don't know what you call it. Twits, tweets, twaps, whatever you call it.
Whatever.
He said that. But now
slap you. Slap you. It's Twitter.
Twitter. Okay, a tweet. A Twitter tweet. Whatever happened in that thing, the fans now are asking, is it too much for NASCAR to police what drivers say? And can you therefore then believe what the drivers are saying if they're censored like that and subject to fines?
I think the drivers should be able to say whatever they feel, and I don't believe that. I don't think they need to be that disparaging on the sport. Maybe some things that have been said have been too disparaging as far as NASCAR looks at it. What bothers me about Denny's is Denny, and some of the comments I read about Denny's were direct messages, which means it's like you've tapped into my texting. You're reading my texting. Whatever I'm saying privately, now you're fining me for it privately. So I don't believe that NASCAR should step into that private side.
But Twitter's as public as it can be, Kyle.
But direct message is not Twitter. You need to get on Twitter so you understand.
I am on Twitter.
Twitter is okay. Twitter is
out
okay
there for everybody to see.
But direct message is not. If I send you a direct message that says, meet me over here for barley pop later. Yeah, according to Denny, some of the stuff was direct message. But I agree with look, I disagree on some of it, okay? And we're gonna have to agree to disagree on some of this part. Kenny's not even chimed in, and he's the king of Twitter.
Yeah, but because I like to let you finish, because you make some very valid points. But let me say this.
He's polite.
We've been seeing this over a year. When athletes, I don't care if you're NFL, NBA, it can be anything, hockey, whatever. Whenever an athlete Twitters his feelings, you bet it's a fine line you walk, because if you talk bad about your crew chief, your tire guy, or anything like that, man, it can open up a whole can of worms. Now, I will say this. NASCAR, right now, here I wrote it down. Don't trash the sport that feeds you. I think that you can talk about it in a way that doesn't make them look bad. And I think right now we're bordering that.
Okay, and I agree with all that. But
you do?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I agree with all that. But all I'm going to say is this. Last time I checked, Pocono, Pennsylvania was in America, and we should have the right to say what we want to say. Sorry. My opinion. Okay, sorry.
And on the other hand, the fans read through our bull. They know when we're feeding them a line of bull. They know. I have fans that come up to me all the time, and they'll say, hey, Kenny, when you get off that TV show, tell me what you really think.
This is what he thinks. This is what he thinks all the time.
This is my Twitter.
Yeah, if you want